Your attention span is so valuable. If it wasn't, these billionaire motherfuckers in tech would not be taking over whole cities and erecting multiple buildings just to capture that shit. Now, proof of this is when you think of something. Let's say you're on social media, you think of something and boom, an ad pops up for it, right? The first thing a lot of people think, man, they listening to our thoughts, man. They listening to what we doing. They tapped into us, man. They sucking our energy. Maybe. Or maybe you giving them too much country. Why are you giving them so much? You are the original technology. And they need you to forget that. And I don't even want to put too much on they want you, they not that important. That's the trick. The trick is to get you to believe how important they are so you can continue to feed your energy to them and they can stay important. This is the same thing that people who are in relationships with a gaslighter does. But it never dawns on people that the government does the exact same thing to them, convincing you that you're nothing without them, convincing you if you withdraw your energy from me, you're going to be destroyed. I'm the reason why you are who you are. Now, you can easily see how that plays out in an abusive relationship, but you never stop and think that the powers that be are doing the exact same shit to you. Now, have you ever stopped to think that the reason why the ad pops up is the same technology behind telepathy, the same technology behind psychic powers, the same technology that's been around forever? That is us, okay? We are the original blueprint, and we've actually regressed from that. And real technology takes your body out of the equation, okay? That's what real technology is. The shit that you're being sold is adding things to your life. Just like shit like Siri or Alexa. You can call it out and it'll play a song for you. This is, on the surface, it seems like it's some big deal, but you still have to speak. Real technology is when I can think of someone and they call me, or I can send someone a message telepathically. I don't have to physically speak to them. In order for Alexa to work, in order for Siri to work, you still got to open your mouth. You still have to voice something. And this is why words aren't even really that great in capturing the essence of our power. But because that's where we are, sometimes it's the best that it can get. But when you have a real connection with someone, you don't even have to speak. Y'all don't even have to talk. Y'all can have a full-blown conversation. Y'all not even in the same room. You're not even in the same state. Not even in the same country. And if we take it deeper, on the real, you can have conversations with deceased loved ones, people that passed on, just as if they were in the room with you. Okay? So they can sell you that, oh, this advancement in technology, and I still got to open my mouth or use something on my body to access it. It's a finesse. It's a finesse like a lot of this stuff is. But why give them so much to think that because they are who they claim they are and who they've gotten you to believe they are, and so it is so, because you believe it, that they have some sort of power that you can't access. Your attention is so valuable right now. That's why it's so hard for you to access, because there's two sides to every coin. Right now, we are in a time where you can manifest things instantaneously, and it shows you itself all the time. And those simple things, just like when you think of something and an ad pops up, don't automatically think that it's them doing it. Maybe it is, if that's what you believe. Maybe it is, but maybe you should stop and think, maybe it's me. Maybe because I thought of the thought, it showed up in my reality. And the more you start to focus and become present with your thoughts, you'll see this shit happening in real life. Miracles are available to you all day, every day, moment to moment, when you're aware enough to see them and witness them. If you're present enough to see it and witness it. I'll think of some shit all the time and boom, it shows up immediately. Now, because we're in such a powerful time, these motherfuckers understand that. They get it. That's why they are spending so much and scrambling, doing all this shit, building all these buildings, taking over Memphis, taking over all these cities to build all these data centers, because they need to feed off of you. They need to suck up that shit because it is gold, okay? But the thing is, you can't for the life of you get a hold on it for yourself. You can't put your phone down for 5 minutes to get a hold of it for yourself. If you could, you will understand how much you have available to you at any moment of any given day. That's why we're in a time right now that is just unprecedented. And the people that are tapped in and focused, out of here. Out of here. Because it's so easy right now. But it's also, just like it's two sides to every coin, it's also extremely difficult right now. But you got to take the time to zone in on that shit, because you can take your life to a whole nother level if you can just manage to focus. Manage to focus. There's a shadow side and a light side. It's so hard to focus right now because the benefits of focusing are so great. And the reason why that is because we have so much free time right now. And if you sit there and you tell me, I ain't getting no free time there, look at your screen time. Look at your screen time. Okay? It's going to make a liar out of you real quick. Because the average person, we ain't talking about people, well, I'm working 3 jobs. We ain't talking about that. The average person that works 1 job and has a normal life, okay, you got enough screen time to work at least 1 part-time job. Maybe 2. Okay, it will humble you when you look at that shit. We have so much free time right now that we have the ability to manifest anything we want because we have that energy freed up. But the problem is most of us don't know what to do with it. And so what you end up doing is wasting your time on social media. Or some form of entertainment, because you don't know what to do with this massive boatload of energy that you have to expel somewhere. You need to create. You need to figure out what you want to create and take that energy and start putting it towards that. And you need to meditate, okay? If you don't meditate, if you've never done it, start with 5 minutes a day. The first time I started meditating, 5 minutes felt like 5 years. 2 minutes felt like 2 years. Even if you can just do 30 seconds, take a moment before you get out of bed in the morning and just breathe for 30 seconds. Don't pick up your phone. Don't jump out of bed. Just take 30 seconds and sit there and do nothing. And start to build off of that, because you got to work it like a muscle. And this abundance of energy that you have, if you can manage to focus it and direct it towards something, it's like a laser, and it will cut out in your reality exactly what you want. But you got to decide what you want. And the only way you're going to be able to decide what you want is if you can sit the fuck down somewhere and get quiet enough to hear your heart and hear what it's saying to you, okay? Get off your phone. Get off your phone, okay? It's not gonna be an overnight thing, but you need to start putting steps in place to take control of your mind, because we are in an incredible time right now. And if you didn't have power, if your thoughts weren't as incredible as they are, these trillionaires, billionaires, tech bros would not be expelling so much energy to capture your thoughts and to capture your attention. That should tell you how valuable it is. Okay? People like to talk about, well, our TVs are so cheap. TVs used to be expensive as fuck in the 90s, early 2000s. I remember when the first plasma TV dropped. I know that joint was like, I think it was like $15,000. Now you can get a dead ass, a 95-inch screen TV for like $750. Unheard of. And you know why that is? Because your attention isn't there anymore. It's not because, well, the propaganda has to get out some kind of way. No. They know you're not even watching TV no more. That's why TVs are so cheap. Your attention is on this. This is the motherfucker right here. That's where all your attention is. That's why a phone is $2,000 now, and a TV is $550, because it's just background noise now. Before the phone became what it is, the TV was everything. That's how they reached you. That's how they programmed your subconscious. That's how they fed you what they wanted you to think about. Now it's on your phone. It's all on your phone. It's all throughout the messages, all the content, the algorithms, how it gets smarter about what you pay attention to. And the thing is, this technology has been around. Like, a guy that I used to date way back when, was in the Navy, and he told me about how they tap your phone and they can hear all your conversations. This was in fucking college. And that was, let me see. I gotta do math. That was over 20 years ago. No, 20 years ago, Lord have mercy. 15, yeah. 15 plus years ago. That's how long ago that was. So imagine what they doing now. But the thing is, the technology to hear your thoughts and feed you what they're listening to, that shit's been here. But don't let that disregard who you are, because all the technology that's out here is built on you. It's built on you. You are the original blueprint. So until these motherfuckers can top telepathy and can type psychic ability, I'm not sold. It's cool. You know, it's shiny. You know, certain things, of course, have given us a leg up, and so to speak, in certain ways. But in a lot of ways, it has regressed us. It's a smartphone, and it's made people stupid. People are fucking idiots now. Like, you can't even get anywhere without your GPS. Like, take a moment to just go off of memory. Can you get home without your GPS? Can you get to the store that you go to all the time without your GPS? Try it sometime. But my point is, you are the original technology. Don't let them make you forget that, okay? Don't let them make you forget that. And don't let them sell you on this idea that they're giving you something new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. This shit been around, okay? We've been talking to each other without words. So what is a phone? What is a phone? And like the whole brain chip thing, they trying to sell you on that, because that's the next level. Because they gotta get in here. You know what I'm saying? The only way that they get information right now is by what you run your mouth about online. Whatever you say online, whatever you freely give away online, that's how they hooked us with social media. We sitting there thinking, oh, this is so fun, and I get to talk to all these people from around the world. Decades of just endless research on what makes us happy, what pisses us off, what triggers us, what makes us angry, what makes us emotional. Just running our mouths for decades, not knowing that they was just like writing all this down and using it to program us, using it to manipulate us, you know. But that's always the game, right? But regardless of what they're doing, fuck them. Who cares? Remember who you are. Remember that you've always been the blueprint. And get a hold of your mind. Figure out how to focus yourself more and more every day, because that's the key to figuring out what to do with all of the energy that you have, instead of just wasting it. And this is why anxiety is such a thing, and you get depressed and you get down, because you should be doing more with your time, but you don't know what to do with your time because you can't focus. And you have to take the tantalization of picking something up and getting caught up in the opinions of people that don't matter. You start to realize, like, what am I doing? Like, stay out of the comment sections, like here and there, but it gets to a point, because I've started to realize with myself, I'll find myself needing to prove something. Like, why do I need to say this? Like, what's the point? Like, I say it and other people agree with me, and big deal, like, so what? And it's so much more important things to do, and it's so easy to get caught up in this idea, oh, it's just fun, it's just fun. We are funning ourselves to death. Fun is okay, but the real fun comes from when you know what you're supposed to be doing while you're here. And if you don't know what the fuck that is, you don't have time to play. You don't. That's the brutal point of it all. And the way we have become accustomed to soothing ourselves to the fact that we don't know what we're supposed to be doing while we're here, is to dick around online and to find purpose and meaning in comment sections and saying all these endless opinions about nothing, literally about nothing. For what? Because really get to the root, like, for what? At one point, yeah, it was cool, but now it's like, why am I expressing this? What's the real reason? And if there's no real reason, I don't need to be doing it. And now it's like we're in a time now where I think it makes it's kind of obvious that you're feeding the beast, and the cat's out of the bag at this point. It's like even Twitter. I don't even get on Twitter like I used to, and I'm not calling that shit X. I don't give a fuck. It's Twitter. It's gonna be Twitter until the end, okay? Because it's like, why? I just know all of these bots are just absorbing what I'm saying and using it to create a new large language model to be used against humanity at some point. But either way, like, don't even get into that. The point is, figure out a way to focus. Figure out a way to get control of this and stop feeding it to this. That's how we ended up in the age of artificial, because we've forgotten the real technology that we are. But start with whatever amount of time you can start with every day, and put in the effort to start meditating and focusing your mind so that you can figure out where to direct your energy creatively, so that you can get back or discover your true power and withdraw it from the machine that has convinced you that it's all powerful, because it's not. It's not. That's all I got. Until next time, adios.